It's not what you do. How dare you think my father was worth killing for what you wanted to do?
I didn't come here to be forgiven.
I'd have done the same.
I have hidden behind the reduced view.
I hate you. I'm going to stick a bomb up your ass.
Please. Marnie says to tell you you're a bad man.
And now you're going to shake his hand.
What I love about the play is it's about two extraordinary people who go to great lengths to try and do the right thing. But the thing is, they clash because they have different beliefs, certainly about violence, about peace, but yet they have the determination to meet.
It's a play about a woman whose dad is killed by a bomb. So in some respects it's about Joe Berry and Pat McGee.
And my life has completely changed from meeting Pat, and it carries on being changed. I now see Pat as a friend, as a human being, as someone who has his own story, his own reasons for killing my father, as opposed to seeing him as the enemy.
Meeting Joe, I began to realise that her father, who I killed, was this rounded human being. And Jo, a remarkable woman, part of her makeup comes from her father. So suddenly I had to deal with that. And I found that pretty shattering, quite honestly.
The central characters are not Joe and they're not Pat, yet they do have some of the lines, some of the words of Joe and Pat because they are inspired by those characters, and there is a truth that connects Joe and Pat to the characters, but they're different, and the difference allows the company to create a production which is not simply limited by the lives and the realities of the two people who inspired it.
You're meeting a man, an important man.
Wait. Margaret Thatcher can bloody well wait.
I close my eyes, I can't see my father's face anymore. Can you?
Plays are truth. Some of it is historical truth, and some of it is fictional truth, and it's all truth.
The play generates a lot of questions for people. For instance, what led somebody like me, like the Ned character, to take up armed struggle to the extent that he's prepared to put a bomb in a hotel.
Semtex. Check.
A man who works through and decides clinically to plant a bomb, to push forward his beliefs, I think is as a real interest for people and a real resonance to their own beliefs and their own personal morality. I think for teenagers, but also for adults, that notion of what would you die for? How do you work out what is the right thing to do is fascinating stuff, and interestingly makes for brilliant theatre.
For me, what would be important is that when the young people have seen the play, they have a chance to share what they feel about the issues that are being raised, and get a chance to be heard and to talk amongst themselves about how they resolve conflict, what's going on in their lives.
Now this new generation, I think, is more questioning. I hope that Ireland will come on that agenda. People will want to know what's happened there, and I think there are lessons for things that are happening elsewhere in the world.
It touched a lot of emotion, even though I'm only young and I wasn't around at the time. I really felt like it touched me.
This play gives everyone hope, gives the young people hope that whatever's going on in their life, there are ways to resolve it, to transform everything. No one needs to stay a victim. Everyone can go on a journey, and everyone deserves to be heard. You know, whatever anyone has done, I do believe that they can find a way to be heard and have their dignity restored.